Hello and welcome to the Tea Party Howdy channel. Democrats cancel a Texas event after Trump supporters surround and follow the Biden-Harris bus during campaign stops. But wait, we're told that Texas is going to turn blue. If Texas is going to turn blue, why would Democrats need to cancel a Texas event just because some Trump supporters showed up and followed their bus? Where were the Democrat supporters to drown them out? If you go to a Trump rally, do you see enough Biden supporters to drown out the supporters of Donald J. Trump? I don't think you do. But here it is, Texas that's going to turn blue, we're told over and over, doesn't have enough supporters to drown out the opposition. This is their campaign bus. Where are their supporters? Supporters of President Donald J. Trump allegedly harassed. Allegedly equals without evidence, as we're so often told on PBS and the other news channels. Supporters of President Donald J. Trump allegedly, without evidence, harassed a Joe Biden-Kamala Harris bus that traveled through Central Texas on Friday, according to Democrat activists on the scene. Because we know Democrat activists are so known for being honest when they do their activism, right? That's what comes to mind when you think of a Democrat activist, is honesty. Yeah. Videos and photos posted on social media show now this is important. Videos and photos posted on social media show a long line of vehicles flying Trump flags trailing the Biden-Harris bus as it traveled north from San Antonio on I-35. In some images, the bus appears to be boxed in by the vehicles. In other words, there's so many Trump supporters instead of Biden supporters around this bus that it created a traffic jam. And it was a traffic jam not by the Biden supporters that are going to win Texas, we're told. No, it was Trump supporters. Remember, though, it said there's video recordings of the traffic jam created by so many Trump supporters in the state that Biden's going to win. Some people involved with the Democrat campaign effort posted on social media that Biden-Harris staffer's car was hit during the incident. Now, if that's true, that's unfortunate and bad, and it should not happen. But is it true? Wait till we get to the end. Is that true? Is the activist telling the truth? Let's find out. As a result of the incident, a Democrat campaign event in Pflugerville, or however you pronounce it, forgive me, Texas, was canceled. Wah, 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 wah. Katie Naranjo, the chair of the Travis County's Democrat Party, tweeted that Trump supporters followed the bus in an attempt to intimidate Biden voters. How did they intimidate them? By driving next to them? That's what intimidates Democrats. Democrats are intimidated by traffic? With banners? Then aren't they intimidated by rioters and looters that have been out pillaging and plundering since May 25th, formerly a day known as the release date of Star Wars? Formerly. But that doesn't intimidate them? But a car driving next to you with a Trump banner does intimidate you. And you still think you have the courage and the fortitude to be a leader. And you still think you have the fortitude and the courage to take Texas? Something's not adding up, children. They ran into a person's car, yelling curse words and threats. Don't let bullies win. Vote, she added, without evidence. We were just told a couple of paragraphs ago that there's tons of footage showing all the cars driving around with the Trump banners following the Biden bus. But yet when it comes to the quote, they ran into a person's car yelling curse words and threats. Where is the video and the audio? You're going to tell me a group of activists for Democrats aren't recording it? Anybody else find that a little hard to believe? Have you ever seen Democrats, when they start to get in trouble, first thing out is their phone, baby. They're recording everything. And as that line says, from Jumanji. Does phone mean something different in the future? Yeah, it does mean something different. When you say you're whipping out a phone and recording, it's like, does phone mean something different in the future? Sorry, that was the best line in Jumanji. Okay. In a Twitter thread, historian, like we care what his job is, Eric Cervani, who said he traveled to Texas to help the Biden-Harris campaign. Well, where were the other ones? Apparently the only other cars around there were Trump cars. Where were the other supporters? Said the Trump supporters waited on I-35 to ambush the bus. Well done, Mr. Eric Cervini. Nice way to frame, we're going to join your campaign. We want to show our support. Yeah, sure, our support's for the other guy. Ambush. Ambush means to attack and kill. Was anybody attacked or killed? Oh, somebody yelled a naughty word, but nobody had a recording of it. Isn't that strange? They have a recording of all the cars with the Trump signs, but they don't actually have the record of the Trump people saying naughty things. Isn't that curious? Representative Cheryl Cole, the incumbent candidate for District 46, wrote on Facebook that a campaign event had to be canceled after the incident. That's right. After they were ambushed and absolutely no one was hurt or killed, and there's no evidence to support the claim that somebody yelled a naughty word or two, they had to cancel, and they think that's going to make them a leader. Do you know how many naughty words Trump and Republican women are called on a regular basis? And if they give up, like these guys did, most impressive. This is a first for me, but we unfortunately just had to cancel the joint campaign event in Pflugersville due to the security reasons. What security reasons? Unfortunately, pro-Trump protesters have escalated things well beyond safe limits because they drove next to them with banners. And we cannot risk the safety and security of anyone involved because they drove next to you with banners. That's your idea of safety. Let's take a visit to Portland. Let's take a visit to Kenosha. There's ruins aplenty in both. Oh, we could go to Seattle and look at the ruins. You want to talk about a threat to human safety? Let's go to where all the statues have been toppled. There's hundreds to thousands of those places in America now. Today, at-real Donald Trump supporters follow the Biden bus throughout Central Texas to intimidate Biden supporters. Yes, by driving next to them with Trump banners. Ooh, scary. They ran into a person's car yelling curse words and threats. Where's the evidence? Without evidence, she says. There's more evidence on Joe Biden and Hunter Biden's laptop. In a Twitter thread, okay, now it just repeats itself, which I think is, sloppy editing. But let's get down here to the end. The Biden campaign told CNN's Jake Tapper that Trump supporters put staff supporters and others in harm's way, without evidence or even listing any other than driving next to them with banners. As of Saturday morning, no injuries. How many injuries? None. Remember the car crash? No injuries have been reported as a result of the incident. As of Saturday morning, no injuries. No assault of cussing and threats. No car crash. You want to believe the activist? Go for it. You want to believe the Democrats cowered in fear at the sign of a Donald J. Trump supporter with a car and a banner? That's probably a lot more believable. No evidence. No reports of injuries. No reports of assault. No video footage. And these people think they're going to take Texas, and they think they're going to take America with this cowardly attitude. Oh, they're so brave when they're in their mob. And guess what? When you read stories about their mobs, when you get to the end, it doesn't ever say no injuries or assaults reported. No. It will say mostly peaceful, except for the assaults and injuries and fire and looting and destruction and mayhem and chaos. See the difference? So on November 3rd, if you haven't already voted, choose wisely if you want the power to belong to the people who drive in cars with banners, or the people who cower from people who drive in cars with banners, and people who not only cower when they see cars with people that have banners, but also burn down, destroy cities, destroy small business associations, large business associations, jobs, dreams, lifetimes of effort, wiped out. And remember, those cars that had banners in them, no reports of injuries, no reports of assaults. Think about that on voting day. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the future.